Hello, and welcome to Money Mindset. After years of grinding, sacrificing, and saying no when everyone else was saying yes, you finally did it. You hit $100,000 in savings. That is a massive milestone, and you should absolutely celebrate it. But here's the truth that nobody tells you. Reaching this number isn't the finish line. What you do next is what will determine whether that 100,000 becomes 500,000, then 1 million, or whether you're still stuck at the same number 5 years from now, wondering what went wrong. What you do next is what separates those who build significant wealth from those who get stuck. Today, I'm going to reveal the critical moves that will turn your first 100,000 into a much larger fortune. If you're serious about turning that 6 figures into 7, make sure you're subscribed to our channel, Money Mindset, for more content just like this. Now, let's dive in. Number 1, acknowledge that the hardest part is over. The first thing you need to do is internalize this fact. Psychologically and financially, the first $100,000 is the most difficult phase of building wealth. You've just climbed the steepest part of the mountain. Charlie Munger, the legendary investor who worked with Warren Buffett to build Berkshire Hathaway, understood this better than anyone. He once said something that perfectly highlights the brutal effort required to reach this first milestone. The hardest part of building wealth isn't becoming a millionaire, it's reaching that first $100,000. You've got to do it the hard way. He didn't care if it meant walking everywhere and not eating anything that wasn't purchased with a coupon. That's intense, right? But he was making a critical point. This first phase is true because you're building the essential habits and discipline from scratch, largely without the help of significant compound interest. You are fighting uphill the entire time. But once you cross this threshold, everything changes. The momentum begins to build, and your money starts working for you in ways it couldn't before. Number 2, defeat your worst enemy. Lifestyle inflation. After years of discipline, hitting a major financial goal brings on the biggest temptation and a single greatest threat to your future wealth: lifestyle inflation. In your 20s, you kept your old junky car because you had to. Now you're in your 30s with 6 figures in the bank, and your brain starts whispering dangerous things. You deserve that new car. You've earned a bigger apartment. Why not upgrade your wardrobe? The problem is that the moment you inflate your lifestyle to match your savings or income, you destroy the engine of your wealth creation. This is the ultimate trap of looking rich versus actually being wealthy. Financial planner Noah Damsky illustrates the power of discipline perfectly with this observation. In your 30s, maybe you've saved for years and have the money to buy a new car. The hardest part, though, is not buying it even though you can. Wealthy people understand that every dollar you spend today on ego spending, on a life that just looks impressive on social media, is a dollar that can't compound into $10 or $20 or $50 tomorrow. True wealth isn't about having money to spend. It's about having options and the freedom from ever having to work if you don't want to.
3. Fortify your finances before you invest. Before you get aggressive with investing, you need to use a portion of that $100,000 to build an unshakable financial foundation. This is a clear 2-step action plan. Pay off all high-interest debt immediately. If you have credit card balances or personal loans, eliminate them now. There is no point in trying to earn a 10% average return in the stock market when you're paying 16% interest on credit card debt. That is just math working against you. Wipe out the debt, then redirect those payments toward building your wealth engine. Build a solid emergency fund. You need 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account. This is not an investment, it's a protective cushion. This fund ensures that when life throws you a curveball, a job loss, or a car repair, you don't have to derail your entire wealth-building plan to handle it. If you're finding these practical tips helpful, do me a quick favor and share this article with a friend who's on the same journey. 4. Keep your investment strategy boring. A common mistake people make after hitting a financial milestone is thinking they need a complex investment strategy. They suddenly believe it's time to start day trading, speculating on crypto, or picking individual stocks to beat the market. Don't do that. Seriously, for a non-professional, it's a fast track to losing money. The proven strategy is simple and, frankly, boring. Consistently invest in low-cost index funds that track the broader market, like an S&P 500 fund. Set up automated, regular contributions and never try to time the market. This is how real wealth is built. As you invest, make sure you are using tax-advantaged accounts to their fullest potential. Roth IRA or Roth 401k. Every dollar you save on taxes is another dollar that gets to compound for you over decades. 401k match. If your employer offers a 401k match, you must contribute enough to get the full amount. This is free money, a 100% return on your investment the moment you contribute. You will not find a better deal anywhere else. 5. Shift your mindset from months to decades. When you're broke, your financial planning is immediate. How do I pay rent this month? But once you have a significant nest egg, you must adopt the mindset of the wealthy. Stop thinking in months and start thinking in decades. Ask yourself, what am I building toward over the next 10, 20, or 30 years? Get crystal clear on your long-term goals and your why. Maybe it's retiring early, buying a home, starting a business, or traveling the world. Maybe it's simply to never worry about money again. Whatever it is, write it down and build a plan around it. Wealth isn't the goal itself, it's the tool that helps you achieve these things. When you have a clear vision of the life you want, it becomes infinitely easier to stay disciplined and avoid distractions. Remember, the core habits that got you to $100,000 are the exact same habits that will get you to $1 million. Living below your means, making automated contributions, and avoiding unnecessary debt. The playbook doesn't change just because the numbers get bigger. This isn't the finish line, it's the starting gun. Reaching $100,000 is a powerful accomplishment because it proves you have what it takes. You have the discipline, the skills, and the mindset to build real wealth. But this journey requires you to stay the course. The good news is that the next $100,000 will come faster, and the one after that even faster. That's the magic of compound interest finally kicking in to do the heavy lifting for you, but only if you remain disciplined. Celebrate this milestone, but don't get comfortable. $100,000 isn't the finish line, it's just the beginning of something much bigger. My name is Arthur Graham. If you're ready for that bigger future, make sure you subscribe to Money Mindset and share this with someone who needs to hear it.